Endgame has landed Omid Scobie in more hot water. Hey up everyone, it's me, Stef the Alternate, your nerdy alternative, and welcome to another dose of the Daily Nerd, where I break down the royal news and gossip of the day that's pretty much caught me eye, and oh my goodness. Yeah, let's jump into this, shall we, because the royal family member that's broken their silence and is absolutely slamming our Omid Scobie, none other than the Duchess of Edinburgh. Yep, Duchess Sophie is furious about his claims that she didn't make an effort to support Meghan when she was struggling in the royal family. Oh yeah. So Omid Scobie's Endgame, as we all know, published last month, claims that Duchess Sophie did little to help Meghan when she was struggling to adjust to life in the firm. At one point, he even turns around and says that Meghan never stood a chance. And I'm like, come on, BS, dude, BS. What an absolute Sussex squad simp he is, right? Elsewhere, though, Omid Scobie labels both Duchess Sophie and Prince Edward as appearing, quote, casually bigoted in reference to an interview that they conducted after Meg's interview with Oprah, when she then, discussed the whole, there's someone in the royal family that's racist because they were questioning the colour of unborn baby Archie's skin. Da, da, da. I know. Right, ridiculous. So after the fallout from Endgame that's still even continuing as of the recording of this video, friends close to Duchess Sophie have disputed many of the claims made by Omid Scobie in the book and have jumped to her defence. They told The Sun that the opposite of Omid Scobie's claims are true, and that Sophie in fact went out of her way to make Meghan feel included and welcome in the firm. However, it has actually been said that when Duchess Sophie went to Meghan and was like, I can help you, I can show you the ropes, let me lead the way, that apparently it was actually Meghan that turned around and told her to bog off and be like, no thanks, I don't need your help. That I believe more. Guys. Now, friends close to the Duchess of Edinburgh insisted that Duchess Sophie invited Meghan and Hazza over for tea early on in their relationship to try and form a bond with her, get to know her better, all that malarkey, right? Now, the insider, described as a, quote, senior royal source, told the newspaper, quote, it was just the two of them and they talked for hours. Meghan had so many questions, and Sophie, who knows what it's like navigating your way through the early days of transition from a commoner to a royal, gave freely of her advice. The source added that Sophie found Meghan engaging and told her she could call any time. Now, the source claims that she was quite surprised when that was the last she heard from Meghan, as she noted it would have been nice to receive a return invitation to Frogmore Cottage. So this is the thing, right? Duchess Sophie invites Meghan and Hazza to her gaff, to her house, right? To her castle. Sit down, lovely meal, they chat. Duchess Sophie trying to welcome her in, give her advice, this, that and the other. And then when Hazza and Meghan move into Frogmore Cottage, not even return invitation. That's rude. That is rude to say the least. Now, we all know Omid Scobie's Endgame took aim at many members of the royal family. As ever, I would always say, the biggest racist of all in the royal family, opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever, is Prince Hazza. And if you want to know more, actually, I released a video earlier on this channel of Netflix seemingly turning on Prince Hazza and bringing up his racist past. So if you missed that video, check it out from earlier on. Now, Omid Scobie accused Prince Edward and Duchess Sophie of a royal screw-up because of their reaction to Hazza and Meg's Oprah interview. So at the time, they were actually the Earl and Countess of Wessex, and speaking to The Telegraph in their first major interview together in more than literally 20 years, they jokingly asked Oprah who and what interview when quizzed on whether they watched Hazza and Meg's bombshell sit down. Sophie then said of the US chat show host, quote, "You know, if you're not into chat shows, there's no reason why you should know who she is. Certainly not this country anyway." Now, Omid Scobie, right, he's doing a lot of mental gymnastics on this one. And he's claiming that, quote, "The comments about the world's most successful black woman and one of the biggest faces in entertainment made the royal duo seem stuffy or tin-eared at best and casually bigoted at worst. Sophie's Oprah gaffe is yet another page to add to the history of recent screw-ups. No, it could easily and more plausibly be seen as they were trying to make a joke out of it to actually avoid answering the question in the first place. It's as simple as that. It's like Mariah Carey turning around and saying, oh, I don't know her. We don't know her. That's what they were just trying to do. But no, Omid Scobie, opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever, has to twist things, right? And make the royal family be the big bad, right? And oh my goodness, Megxie didn't even stand a chance. What an absolute div he is. So, for Omid Scobie, Duchess Sophie and Prince Edward's apparent ignorance could be used as evidence that the monarchy is an intolerant organisation steeped in bigotry and privilege. Like, that's what he got from Duchess Sophie and Prince Edward trying to avoid the whole topic altogether by just saying Oprah who, what interview? Come on! That's a stretch. That's stretchier than freaking Stretch Armstrong, I'm telling you. The author then took a further dig at Prince Edward and Duchess Sophie, saying that even their trip to the Cayman Islands in February this year couldn't propel them onto the front pages. According to Omid Scobie, their excursion failed to reach Western press and instead only featured in the Cayman Compass and Cayman News Service. She's been in the press a ton of times, pictured and everything and celebrated. But no, we're going to ignore all those times and focus on one of the times when she wasn't. What the hell? Now, he recalls a conversation with a, quote, top Fleet Street editor, guys. Okay. You're really going to rely on Omid Scobie's memory on this one? About Duchess Sophie and Prince Edward, who apparently claimed, "I'd have more luck putting my mum on the front page." Really? The author summed up Duchess Sophie and Prince Edward's March 2022 trip to Antigua, painting a picture where they supposedly smiled and waved to audiences, demanding apologies and reparatory justice for Britain's colonisation of the Caribbean. Because, yeah, why not just go the whole freaking hog and just take that into the mix as well? Just like the Harry and Meghan mockumentary did, right? Look, Britain's totally racist. Look what they did in the past. Yeah, that was the past. Okay, we understand. We acknowledge it. Fine. However, what about the current here and now status quo? Not that racist anymore, guys. Well, as much as what it was back then. Let's put it that way. Shiz the freaking bed. What the hell? But guess what? Woo! I'm telling you, Summer, Omid Scobie is in more hot water than we ever thought. Because, yeah, Duchess Sophie is not taking this lying down. She is furious and through sources, is fighting back in the press and is basically turning around, opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever, and saying that Omid Scobie, everything that he said in that book is actually the opposite. Therefore, he is full of shiz. You don't have to convince me of that one. I'm already there. With that being said, if you appreciated this video and you want more, and believe me, of course there's going to be more, then make sure you subscribe to join our Alter Nerd tribe. I'll be honest with you, help us get to 100k so we can get that silver play button right there and hopefully cause a Christopher Boozy Twitter meltdown. Like, share, comment down below your opinion, conspiracy theories, whatever's. Also as well, if you've got some very strong opinions about Omid Scobie's Endgame, and I bet you do, then make sure you send me a super thanks. It's just below this video right here. We can have a conversation about this because it does guarantee a response from me. And until the next time, you guys, laters.